Throughout history, there have been many groups who brought terror and chaos to different lands that they invaded, but some also brought a huge amount of slaughter. During World War II, the Germans broke up Yugoslavia, and a paramilitary group known as the Ustase rose to prominence. These were known to have been so barbaric that the SS and the Gestapo even feared them. Their violence was unmatched and was completely savage. Inside of the concentration camps, they subjected thousands to incredible amounts of violence and terror, and they executed many with their bare hands. But inside of the lands that they oversaw, there was a knife which became known as being used for executions and for the slaughter of Serbian people who were being targeted. This was known as the trebuchet, also known as the slicer of Serbs. But what made it one of history's most brutal execution methods? To support our channel, please make sure to subscribe. The slicer, as we'll refer to it in this video, was a knife which was worn almost like a glove. The upper part of it was made from leather and was worn by people with their thumb passing through a hole. This meant that the blade stuck out from the hand. It was a curved knife and blade and was 12 centimeters long, and this knife was secured to a copper plate which then was fixed to a leather strap. Now the knife itself was devised with killing in mind. It was fixed in a way to prevent injury, and so that the knife could be used at speed. It was originally made to cut wheat into bundles at speed, but the Ustase realised they could use it as a weapon of executing people. Inside of the concentration camps that they established, such as Jasenovac, the execution knife was deployed en masse. Guards had races to see who could slaughter the most people in a set amount of time, and the slicer was a weapon of choice. It gained a fearsome reputation inside of former Yugoslav nations, as it was used by the Ustase for killing prisoners within the camps and also other victims they targeted. The specific method of killing using the knife was to attack the throat of a victim. It was said by one former Ustase man that, "The killing started, and already after an hour I slaughtered much more than they did. It seemed to me that I was in seventh heaven. I'd never felt such bliss in my life, and already after a few hours I slaughtered 1,100 people, while the others only managed to kill 300 to 400 each. And then, when I was experiencing the greatest ecstasy, I noticed an elderly peasant standing and peacefully and calmly watching me slaughter my victims, and them dying in the greatest pain. I froze, plucked out his eyes, tore out his heart, and threw him into the pit. But then something broke within me, and I could no longer kill that night. Brzezika won the bet because he slaughtered 1,360 prisoners, and I paid the bet without a word." This was just one example of the sick competitions had by the Ustase guards. As a force, the Ustase were more feared than the SS, and throughout World War II they were known for their barbaric executions that they performed often in public. The trebuchet knife was just one of their weapons in their arsenal that they deployed against innocent people. Thanks for watching. To support our channel, please make sure to subscribe, and once again, thank you so much for watching.